The first thing that you need to be able to do is convert between radians and degrees. Okay, we talked about what a radian is. Okay, a radian is identified when you take any circle. 1 radian is the angle measure that's obtained, or central angle measure that's obtained when the arc length is equal to the radius of the circle. All right, so 1 radian is an angle measure. It's this central angle right here. And it's equivalent to 1 radian when the arc length, so this arc along the circle's circumference, is equal in length to the measure or the distance of the radius. So anywhere the arc length and the radius are equal to each other, that will always create 1 radian. Okay? And the way that I had you guys look at radians or identify is just like with degree measurements. You have 0 degrees and 0 radians. You have 90 degrees, and this is pi over 2 radians. You have 180 degrees and pi radians. And then you have 270 degrees and 3 pi over 2 radians. And then when you return back here to a whole 360 degrees, it's 2 pi radians. Now, again, this should make sense because, again, I think I went through the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, right? And if your radius is 1, that 2 pi is going to be equivalent to that whole rotation. Okay, so by using these kind of markers as the fact that 1 full rotation around a circle is 2 pi radians, you can get a conversion factor between radians and degrees, and that is right here. 180 degrees is equivalent to pi radians. Or pi radians is equivalent to 180 degrees. Okay, so anytime you have an angle measure that has degree symbol on it, it's degrees. If there's no degree symbol, then it represents radians. It won't always say radians. It might just say 2 pi or 3 pi r, or I'm sorry, 3 pi over 2 or whatever the case might be. Okay, so if I asked you to convert 120 degrees into radians. Okay, the way that you would do this is you just use unit conversion, or unit analysis is how your book sometimes described it. And unit conversion means you take your given information, 120 degrees, and you multiply by one of these conversion factors. You want to multiply it by the one that allows you to cancel out the unit that it was given in. So it was given in degrees. So we're going to use degrees on the denominator. So 180 degrees is equivalent to pi radians. And now when you cancel these out, the factors of 10 cancel. What goes into both 12 and 18? 6 goes into 12 2 times. 6 goes into 18 3 times. So you get 2 pi over 3. So 120 degrees is equivalent to 2 pi over 3 radians. And you can work the other direction as well. If I asked you to convert 5 pi over 12 radians into degrees. Again, the way that you do that is you take your original value, so 5 pi over 12 radians, and you use the conversion factor that allows you to cancel radians. So we want to put the radians in the denominator so we can cancel that. So pi radians is equivalent to 180 degrees. The term or the unit cancels. The pi's cancel. And when you multiply this through, again, you can use your calculators here. But if you take 5 times 180, and divide by 12, you get your answer of 75 degrees. Okay, so converting between those is just a matter of converting units. Okay, it's like 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Everybody kind of see that relationship. 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. Okay, if you used 360 is equivalent to 2 pi, it's the same thing. It would reduce down to 180 over pi or pi over 180. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. So if you use the reduced one to begin with, it just saves you some time.